Okay, let's start dimensioning. We're going to look at the horizontal dimensions here. And notice the ones closest are the ones that are dimensioning. Well, there is some there that go to the end of the room. So let's do some a little ways out. Give ourselves some space to get the rooms in here. So we're going to click on Annotate. We'll go to Linear. I'm going to go from that endpoint right there to the middle of this wall right here. And I'm going to put that right there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and click Continue right here. Go to the middle of this room and then to the end of the house right there. Now, obviously I made a mistake here because I want to make these. I want to put those on a different layer. I want those to be on Dimension Layer 2. Alright, and since I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and change my dimension layer so now every one that I make will be on Dimension Layer 2. So now that we've got that established, we can go in here and do the dimensions to get to the center of the windows. So I'll put that right here. I'll do continuous, and if we follow the pattern that they had done with the other, we can do that, and that looks good. We'll do one linear dimension that goes the entire length of the house, and we'll put that right about here. Okay? Alright, so now we've got that part down. Let's see if there's any other horizontal dimensions we want to get in here. We'll get some of these dimensions in this part right here. So we're getting all of these walls right in this section. Let's go back here. We'll give it a shot. We'll start right here with a linear dimension that says from, say, here to here. It's 4 feet. Continuous. We'll go from there to there. So you know what I think I might do is I might start again down here so I can get this in the hallway here. So I can get some of these other dimensions in. Oops. Let's see. I want to get that. And then we'll continue down the hall this way. So we get it continuous that way. I might go ahead and throw one in here that tells us what this one is. So we know the size of that wall. So we look down in this section down in here. We've got a bunch of different walls we want to kind of worry about. We could try doing this from outside here. Let's see if we go from here to here. And drop that into place there. Continuous, and we could do the same with this wall to the center of that wall to the center of this wall. We grab that wall there, this wall here, this wall here. So we've established where all of those are. We can do ones here from the windows, so from here to the center of this window, put that in place there. Continuous, go to this one. And we'll do one that goes the entire length of the house again on this end of the house. Alright, so it looks like we've got all those walls established, so we can try doing some stuff on this end. Did all of that. This from windows, we changed the windows up. I did mess that up there, so I'm going to move this one out a little bit because we do want to know what the length of a room is here. We want to go from here over to here and put that in place. Which means I might want to grab this room length and put the room lengths on one of these. So we could do this one. We'll do a linear one that goes from, say, here to here. I'm going to grab that, put that there, and grab this grip and line them up that way. And this one I'll grab that grip and move it down here too. So now we're that looks pretty good. Move this one up so it lines up a little bit better. Alright, so now let's look here. We've got the lengths of the rooms and the overall width of the house on this end. So we'll try this by doing linear. Go from here to, say, here. Put that one in place. Continue. Go to there. Do linear. Go from here to here. Alright, so that's that. So there's some distances right in there. We can drop those in. We can figure all that stuff out. Go from here, say from here to here. I'm going to go ahead and put that in right about here, and then continue down to this one. What other walls do we have to worry about? We'll go down to this one right here. We can go to that wall right there. So we've established where those are. We could also do something very similar over here on this side and go from here to where that wall is there and put that in place. Do continuous, and this would not be inappropriate to do that and to do that. Then we get the entire width of that room there. We probably want to do something like that here, where we tell them how big that wall is there, and it's not inappropriate to continue and go to this wall here. Alright, so we've got a bunch of dimensions on there. Basically how big rooms are and such. So it looks like we're done that part of it. I don't see anything else that we're missing, so we'll go ahead and label rooms. We'll come in here, and you know what we're going to do for a second? We're going to do this. We're going to go to our layers here. I meant to do this. We're going to turn on the dimension layer here, and we're going to copy that right there. We're going to copy it over here and then change it to that layer. Then we'll turn that layer, freeze that layer back, and then we'll just go ahead and move this over here. We'll call this bedroom, oops, all caps, bedroom 1. Might change that here in a second. Copy that. We're going to copy that whole thing from here over to here, down to here. Let's see what other room labels they have. So it looks like those are the only ones, and the bathrooms are just assumed. I think that's fair. Double click that one. We're going to change that to bedroom 2. Double click this one. Change it to bedroom 3. At this point, we want to double check that we have everything that we need, and for what we're doing this time, I'm okay with this. So this is where you would save it. Go ahead and print. So you're going to create the PDF file and submit that PDF when you get done. Alright, so we'll look at this. So, oh, those purple lines showed up. I don't want them to show up, so let's right click and exit. That's why you look at it. Always do the preview. So somehow the construction lines that I didn't want to print are showing up, so I checked that. And now when we do print, DWG to PDF, display, we're going to go extents. That's it. Right click and plot it. Alright, so when you've done that, you submit it in Blackboard, and you're good to go. Alright, it's time to move on to the next project when you're done that.